evening and welcome to the Pastel Palace. I'm Jewelry Jelly. This here is my sidekick for tonight, George Washing Machine. And just so you all know, it is Saturday. I hope you all have had a relaxing day and a relaxing weekend so far. You're not working too hard and you're taking some time for yourself. It's well deserved. In any case, we are going to be picking up where we left off on Thursday night by playing Nina Aquila, Legal Eagle. And I am just going to boot that up right now. So how was everybody's day today? Thank you for the renewed Prime subscription, MJD82. Very appreciated. Okay. There we go. That's a lot better. Alright, we are going to continue where we left off. And where we left off was heading back after... Yes, she is thick. Yes, we are headed back to the office after we have spent the day investigating the casino, where a children's card game tournament was taking place. And the defendant in this case, A1 Mr. Scrubb, was accused and arrested for the murder of a man named Silva, who is a billionaire that was taking part in the children's card game tournament. Totally not Maximilian Pegasus. So that went pretty well, right? Right? Now, Dylan Merlot has hired Nina Aquila to be the attorney for his friend, Mr. Scrubb, and it's not very well known to us, but apparently something happened to Nina between the first case and the second case. Namely, something happened to her mentor, and her mentor is now apparently in prison, having been accused of murder. She lost all of her impetus to do her job, and now this happened. Not really, Dylan. Don't celebrate yet. But we found plenty of evidence. It's all just bric-a-brac. But I don't want him to dwell on that. Best to change topic. By the way, every time you see it in gray, it's her own thoughts. Although I kind of wish that they put the thoughts in a different font color like they do for Phoenix Wright, or maybe in italics instead. We need to talk about tomorrow. Right, boss. It's gonna take a while to get used to that. How much do you know about being in court? Do you understand what we need to do? Well, we have to prove T-Bro is innocent. T-Bro is his friend, Mr. Scrubb. I think it's like Tyler Scrubb or something. Close, but that's not quite right. As the defense, we don't have to prove that Scrubb is innocent. Scrubb is presumed innocent until proven guilty. I'm familiar with that phrase. Good. So following on from that, there are facts, and there are theories that fit those facts. Fact. Joel Da Silva is dead, and he didn't strangle himself. Someone murdered him. Joel Da Silva is the dead billionaire. And fact. Terry Scrubb was found at the scene. His motive is, admittedly, loose, but that doesn't change the fact. Details of the case were that Terry Scrubb was in an altercation with Joel Da Silva before Joel Da Silva was found dead. The altercation involved Scrubb basically yelling, "I want to kill ya," to Da Silva. The prosecution will assert a theory that Scrubb killed Da Silva. Our job is to demonstrate reasonable doubt that this theory is correct. And we use the evidence to do that? That's the idea. Usually, anyway. Ugh, damn telemarketers. Nina, do you think T-Bro has a good chance? We'll both do our best. Okay. We're on the back foot, so we'll have to listen to the prosecution's case. And then what? We wing it. Well, you kept up your end of the bargain. Where are your cleaning supplies? Dylan? Yeah? Go home. Oh, okay. Get some sleep. We'll meet at the courthouse at 9 a.m. Anya, what would you do? This is the end of the day. It is recommended that you save your game to a new file before you continue. Those aren't peanuts, those are gorditos. You can also save at any time from the main menu screen. Would you like to save your game? Yeah, I know you're talking about the other Anya. By the way, this guy loves peanuts as much as Anya. Whew. Okay, time to go to the courthouse. It's in the middle of town, so it shouldn't take long to get there. So, just to keep you guys up in the loop, for those of you who may not have joined me for the first installment, Nina Aquila Legal Eagle is a visual novel that is made in RPG Maker MV. So as you can see here, there is an outside city scene. I don't know why there's a balloon there, but there are a bunch of different places that you can visit. I'm guessing that's the courthouse over there. And then this is the casino. No time for that. I need to get to the courthouse. And down... what is this star thing? Ah, that's the, police station. And here's the courthouse. District Courthouse, Courtroom B, December 4th, 8:55 a.m. Okay, I can do this. Same place as always, the bench on the left. This is very SimCity looking. What are you doing? Ms. Aquila, silence yourself. Speak to me. Ms. Aquila, cease your protests or I will hold you in contempt. Deep breaths, Nina. Hey. Morning. Have you come straight from the defendant lobby? Yep. Good, good. How is Terry doing? How do you think? Okay, I'll rephrase. Do you think he's going to be able to get through the trial? I think so. T-Bro might be a small guy, but he's tough where it counts. T-Bro is 4'11". I hope you're right. Hello again, Ms. Aquila. And here we have Chad Hawk, who is the Edgeworth analog. Also, by the way, nobody has explained why Nina wears an eye patch yet, but she does get rather touchy when people talk about it. And at some point she got mad at a few people that thought that she was cosplaying. My colleagues in the defense community say that everyone else turned Scrubb away. What's your point? Oh, no point. I just think it's fine of you to represent him under such circumstances. He uses an awful lot of words without really saying anything. Tell me about it. All rise for the Honorable Judge Tawny. Nope, it's Judge Tawny. That means stand up. Oh! Also, by the way, this is developed by a team out of the UK, so the spelling is weird, even though there's an American flag in the upper right-hand corner. Left-hand corner, I should say. Please be seated. We are here today in the observance of the case of Terry Scrubb, who stands accused of murder in the first degree. Prosecutor Hawk, are you prepared for the case? As always, Your Honor. And you, Miss Aquila? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Though I wish that were true. Ms. Aquila, if I may. Yes? I trust we will not see a repeat of your outburst the last time you were in my courtroom. What's she talking about? Never mind. Ms. Aquila. It will not happen again, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Hawke, please state the prosecution's case. Right away. Terry Scrubb was arrested around lunchtime, the day before yesterday, at the High Flyers Casino and Hotel Complex. He was seen standing over the body of the late Joel De Silva, billionaire CEO of Silva Pro and world champion card player. The prosecution asserts that Scrubb killed De Silva following an earlier fracas, and we intend to establish this guilt through witness testimony. Seems legit. He's accusing your friend of murder! Hey, yeah! That's not legit at all! Gotta hand it to Hawke, though. There's real confidence in his words. Why is he looking so smug? You can't read minds, Chad. And just in case you can, Chad Hawke is a big stupid head! Thank you, Mr. Hawke. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Defendant, can you please confirm your name and occupation? Yes, Your Honor. My legal name is Telemachus Scrubb. With the what now? But I live under the assumed name of Terry. I would like to be asked to be addressed as Terry Scrubb. Telemachus? Yeah, like I said, T-Bro and I grew up in an orphanage. We all got classical names. So how did you end up with Dylan? My real name's actually Odysseus. It is? Also, I am currently unemployed, Your Honor. I see. In that case, what were you doing at a casino? I was there to enter the DFA tournament that was about to take place. DFA is the children's card game in this universe. DFA. Dragon Fantasy Arena, Your Honor. Ah, yes, the one with the dragons, demons, cards, and such. One of my grandsons plays it. He's 8. It's far more than just a game for... You are correct, Your Honor. Best not to get into a long discussion about how DFA is a children's card game played mainly by adults. Well, anyway. The tournament has prize money. As I'm between jobs, I thought I would enter. Very astute. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, Scrubb, she's not serious. We come to the matter at hand. Terry Scrubb, you stand accused of murder in the first degree. How do you plead? I plead not guilty, Mr. Scrubb, before you answer. The report that the prosecution submitted before this trial was quite damning. Their arguments are persuasive. What the? Given how you were found standing over the body, I would ask you consider your position carefully. Objection. Your Honor, whilst I am certain you mean well, my client has made his plea. The defense asks the court to respect that. Ms. Aquila. Fine. I plead not guilty, Your Honor. Mr. Scrubb, the court recognizes your plea. That's my tea, bro. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. Okay, here we go. Also, by the way, the reason why I can pronounce Telemachus is because I'm kind of familiar with that name. I used to work in a city where there was a very large, prominent Greek population, so I learned a few name pronunciations. I don't know if I'm butchering it or not, but I am familiar with that name because I believe one of the founders of the regional grocery chain Market Basket was named Telemachus. Huh? Hawke's about to bring out a witness who will give a statement. Listen to it. We have to focus on the little details. We're looking for an inconsistency, a flaw of some kind, which shows the witness is either lying or just mistaken. Don't worry about memorizing the statement, though. We'll be able to recap it afterwards. Inconsistencies. Got it. Morning, Barbara. Oh, hello again, Randy. Do they? Mm-hmm. So that's a thing? I try not to think about it. Please introduce yourself for the record. I'm Randall Flatfoot, and I'm a detective with the Fledge City Police Department. We were first alerted to the crime the day before yesterday, just after 1 p.m. A member of the hotel security A member of the hotel A member of the hotel's security team called and explained there had been a murder. They also told us that they had detained a hotel guest, as we would want to question them. We arrested Mr. Scrubb at the hotel not long after we got there. The deceased, as you are all likely aware, was Joel De Silva, a billionaire sporting goods tycoon. The prosecution enters the death certificate of Mr. De Silva into evidence. Okay, so we're going to the detective's witness statement. Upon arriving at the scene, Mr. De Silva's room was in disarray. De Silva was dead, and the hotel staff had detained Mr. Scrubb. A member of the cleaning staff had walked into the room and seen Scrubb standing over the victim's body. Staff recalled seeing the two of them in a fracas in the hotel's lobby, so it seemed prudent to arrest him. Very well, Ms. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Something seems off about this whole thing. I should press Flatfoot's statements for more info. Right, so this is mostly along the same lines of Phoenix Wright, where we go through the statements and we press them for more information or present evidence. So I'm just going to open up the evidence and get a look at everything just so I've got an idea of what we have. So card defender, card play mat. Oh wait, that's Meryl from the first case. De Silva and Scrubb had argued. De Silva posted smack about Scrubb on Bleeder. The main stairs are being renovated and are closed. Death certificate. Joel De Silva was killed via strangulation. Full autopsy to follow. Someone had clearly searched De Silva's room. It was probably made a racket, judging by the mess. The elevators are faulty. Only one works. It can take 15 minutes to arrive. There were no fingerprints in the victim's room, despite obvious signs of a frantic search. Joel De Silva, victim, age 54, deceased, coroner's report pending, CEO of Silva Pro and former bodybuilder, 7 feet tall. Maria Stevens, witness, discovered Terry Scrubb standing over De Silva's body, member of the hotel's cleaning staff. By the way, the reason why she has cat ears on is probably because of the fact that there was the convention going on with the card game tournament at the hotel. And there was a scene at the beginning of this episode where Nina steps into the casino first thing, sees everybody around, and immediately realizes, this is an anime convention? Because she had honestly thought that this had been a card tournament for poker or whatever.
Hold it.
In disarray? A great many of what appeared to be De Silva's belongings were lying on the floor in a haphazard fashion. Scrubb didn't say anything about going through De Silva's things. Maybe I can use that to crowbar in some doubt. Are you suggesting there were signs of a struggle? Perhaps I would... Your Honor, the defense is attempting to lead the witness. Sustained. Please refrain from leading the witness to your own conclusion, Ms. Aquila. Hawk caught on too fast.
Hold it.
Mr. Scrubb was taken willingly, I understand? That is correct, yes. I understand that he did not oppose the hotel security staff and he was silent during his later arrest. The defense would like to draw attention to how Mr. Scrubb cooperated fully.
Objection.
You'll have to do better than that, Aquila. What? The fact that Scrubb came willingly does not diminish the prosecution's accusation. He's accused of murder, not evading arrest. Does he have to be so abrupt? No, but he's right. Much as I hate to admit it. We'll have to try something else. A member of the cleaning staff had walked into the room and seen Scrubb standing over the victim's body.
Hold it.
A member of the cleaning staff? Your Honor, this is surely hearsay? Flatfoot can't enter a statement on behalf of another. It goes against convention.
Objection.
The detective is describing the statement that was given to him by the witness as it was presented to him. True, but it describes why he thought it prudent to arrest Mr. Scrubb, nothing more. I agree with Mr. Hawk in this instance, but Ms. Aquila makes a valid point. Mr. Hawk, do not engage in hearsay. I would never. Very well. A bit more effort than a slap on the wrist would be appreciated, Judge. Staff recalled seeing the two of them in a fracas in the hotel's lobby.
Hold it.
What's a fracas? Fracas. It just means they had a severe argument. Then why not just say fight? From what we understand, there wasn't much of a physical altercation. What? Scrubb didn't punch De Silva. Oh. We should probably let this one slide. Why? Because it makes Scrubb look bad. And we know it's true.
Hold it.
Detective, how many murder cases have you investigated? I prefer not to count. So it would be reasonable to consider you expert in these matters, correct? This is news to no one, Aquila. Yes, it would be fair to say I am an expert in the field of homicide investigation. In that case, you have said that my client's motive stems from an argument with the victim. An argument, I am keen to remind you, that was over a children's trading card game. Hey! It's not just a card game for... Hey, T-Bro? Yeah? Shut up. Truthfully, it's unusual. Hot under the collar, Hawk? But it wasn't just about that. Your Honor, the victim posted a message on the internet in which he was very critical of Mr. Scrubb's behavior. This would have been highly embarrassing for the defendant, as it would affect his standing in that close-knit community. Here it comes. We believe Mr. Scrubb went to De Silva's room and strangled him due to De Silva airing out their dirty laundry online. Do you feel this is important, Ms. Aquila? Yes, I believe it's important. I agree. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? We believed Mr. Scrubb went to De Silva's room and strangled him due to De Silva airing out their dirty laundry online. T-Bro would never do that. Your Honor? Mr. Merlot, is it? Contain yourself or I will have you escorted from this courtroom. Yes, Your Honor. Try not to worry, Dylan. We'll find a flaw. That prosecutor's playing hardball. He doesn't want us to crowbar in an opening. He probably hopes he can start and end this quickly. So what do? We find a way to bust this wide open. Still, something seems off about this whole thing. Could Scrubb really have strangled De Silva? I don't think so. To be honest with you, Scrubb is 4'11" and De Silva is 7 feet tall. So I am going to present the profile of Joel De Silva. Yes, and you can't teach that! I'm going to present the profile of Joel De Silva just to see if that does anything.
Objection.
And we got the music cut out. Detective Flatfoot, could you fight Mr. Scrubb? I'm sorry, I don't think I understand the question. My client is standing in front of you at this very moment. Could you take him, beat him up, if he were to attack you?
Objection.
Really, Aquila? Why do you persist in wasting the court's time?
Objection.
Your Honor, the defense wishes to direct the court to the profiles of Mr. De Silva and Mr. Scrubb. I could take that pig, no problem. Oh, please, calm down before you hurt yourself, pipsqueak.
Order.
Ms. Aquila, I insist that you explain yourself. Happily, Your Honor. The defendant you see before you is a man of slight build. Hey! Is a man of slight build who is under 5 foot tall. Whereas Joel De Silva was an imposing man, a former professional bodybuilder, and was around 7 feet tall. But the defendant is a biker. The bikers of the desert to the north have a reputation for physical violence. Nina, that's profiling. Surely they can't say that. Detective? Your Honor, it's inappropriate to accuse my client on the basis of a stereotype. Sustained. Mr. Hawk, does the defendant have any prior record of physical violence? Well, no, Your Honor. Furthermore, this is compounded by our earlier point. It is improbable that my client could have overpowered the victim. Improbable, perhaps, but still possible. I will concede on that point, Prosecutor Hawk. However, given the doubts that have been raised concerning much of the detective's statement, the defense moves to consider his remarks as no longer relevant to this case. Order! Order! I am obliged to agree, Ms. Aquila. And that's how you use a crowbar. I will ask you to relinquish the stand. Randy. No problem, Barbara. Mr. Hawk, I trust you have another witness? Yes, Your Honor. In that case, please summon them to the stand. The prosecution calls Maria Stevens to the stand. Are we gonna do this or what? Hello, Miss Stevens. Hi. Ms. Stevens, I'm sure this recent experience has been quite harrowing. Yeah, can we hurry this up? I saw him standing over the dead man. They were alone. Can I go now? She doesn't seem particularly perturbed. I'll say. Mr. Hawk? Yes, Your Honor? Your report said that this lady attended counseling yesterday. Is that true? Oh, that quack? They sent me because I wasn't crying and weeping and the rest of it. Like there was something wrong with me. A man has died, Ms. Stevens. Your Honor, I work as a maid in a casino hotel. Did you seriously think this was the first time I've walked into a room and come across a dead rich person? I see. Yes, I can see how that changes things. It does? How many people have died at that casino? Like I said, that man was standing over the dead man's body. Can I go now? I'm sorry, Ms. Stevens, but no, you can't leave. You need to make a formal statement. This is supposed to be my day off. I appreciate that, but I have to work 2 jobs. That's quite unfortunate. I only get 1 day off every 2 weeks. Maria Stevens, that is enough. Oh boy. Don't do it, Hawk. Can I? No! No! Not much of a mind reader after all, eh, Chad? This whole thing seems like a waste of time to me. Then in the interest of brevity, Ms. Stevens, if you will just cooperate, I will ensure that you can leave as soon as procedurally possible. Will that suffice? Fine, get on with it. Please state your name and occupation for the record. But I've already... Do you want to get out of here or not? This might be your day off, Miss Stevens, but I'm very much at work today. And I'll keep you here all day and all night if necessary. Okay, time sage. So, the first hotel I worked at, a guy walked in to check in one day, started collapsing, was escorted to his room by his wife, and then died despite the best efforts of said wife and one of our managers. Jeez. Did they find out what happened to him? So state your name and occupation. Now. Whoa, she can be a real hard ass. Judge Tommy has always run a tight ship. My name is Maria Stevens. I work as one of the cleaning staff at the High Flyers Casino. Wonderful. Now, starting at the beginning, please explain how you came to be involved with this case. I think it was a heart attack or stroke or something. Ugh, what a way to die, especially if you were off on vacation. I, once was at a doll convention. My doll club was putting one on at a regional hotel, and people from all over were going there. It was every region in the U.S. had would put on a regional convention every so often, and I was planning a luncheon with my club. And we had a speaker at the luncheon who was this lovely lady who was in her late 70s. And she had this whole collection of dolls that she photographed in her outside garden. And then come to find out the next day I go back to the convention and she had been taken away on a stretcher, and that was the last thing she ever did. She died doing what she loved. Talking about dolls to other people. Anyway, I already gave a statement to the detective. Whoa, and Damien's your boyfriend, right? Damien also works at a hotel and told me a story about how one of their cleaning people walked in on someone trying to commit suicide with blood. Wow, I'm glad that they were able to save them in time. That must have been really harrowing. We're not dating, we're close but not dating. Okay, alright, sorry. What's that? I was on the cleaning rota that morning. Witness statement. I had been assigned to clean the 5th floor. Everything seemed normal. Until I wrapped up room 504 and walked into 505 to see that man standing over the other man's body. I mean, murdered over a card game? That's nuts. Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Very succinct. Ms. Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. Okay, yeah, people die in hotels all the time. Most people just don't talk about it because it's effing creepy. Yeah. Great, another reason to wait around. She seems pretty hostile, but I need more information to work with.
Hold it!
Normal, what do you mean by that? How should I put it? You know how normally I'd be off today, sitting on my couch in my underwear, watching Netflix and eating tortilla chips? Ms. Stevens, really. That was vivid. When we first met, you hadn't showered for 2 days. You took 20 minutes just to clean up before talking to me. I am blessed with waist-length hair. A shower isn't a quick fix for me. Still, people in glass houses. Touché. In any case, I just mean that everything seemed normal. I turned up for work on time and was dragging the vacuum cleaner over the 5th floor. Until I wrapped up room 504 and walked into 505 to see that man standing over the other man's body.
Hold it!
That was your first clue that something was wrong? Well, yeah, I had just cleaned 504 and I expected 505 to be empty. She expected 505 to be empty? Something seems off about that. Isn't there some reason she should have known that something was going on next door? Do you feel this is important, Ms. Aquila? Yes, it is important, because there was the huge commotion and all the stuff that was dumped on the floor. Yes, I believe it's important. I agree. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? Fine. I just cleaned the room next door and expected 505 to be empty. Okay, I'm going to present the disturbed items.
Objection!
And the music cuts out. Miss Stevens, are the walls in the hotel quite thick? Pfft, no. I probably shouldn't say this, but it's actually the source of many complaints. Really? All I'm saying is this. Don't ever rent rooms 303 or 305. 304 is the honeymoon suite. Starting to feel that by the end of this case, none of us are going to ever want to stay in that hotel. In that case, Your Honor, the defense wishes to present these disturbed items. De Silva's murder left his room in a state of complete disarray. Even Detective Flatfoot commented on this earlier today. I just realized something while I was looking at the statement. Just because of the fact that the items were disturbed, Maria was probably using the vacuum and couldn't even hear a commotion at the time, so I don't think that her argument really holds water. I find it hard to believe that...
Objection!
Honestly, Aquila, weren't you listening? The witnesses already said that she was using a vacuum cleaner. Called it. Sustained, Mr. Hawk. It seems quite reasonable that a vacuum cleaner could obscure the noise of what may have been happening next door. This isn't good, Nina. You're right, and we're running out of ways to dispute her story. Think, Nina. She heard nothing before walking into the room, so that means everything before that is, effectively, blank. None of us can truly prove what happened before she walked in. Wait. None of us can truly prove what happened before she walked in! Prosecutor Hawk? Yes. Are you saying that this witness can't give any indication of what was going on before she walked into the room? Are you seriously asking that? Of course I... No. Wait! Nice! Your Honor, the vacuum cleaner made it impossible for this witness to hear what was going on next door. And my colleague on the opposing bench concurs with me on this. I'm not sure I follow your reasoning, Ms. Aquila. Isn't that what the witness has been saying all along? Yeah! The witness initially said that she heard nothing from the room next door. However, as Mr. Hawks has so eloquently agreed, it's not that she didn't hear anything. It's that she couldn't hear anything. I get it. That means... Yep, Your Honor, the defense concedes that this witness did walk in on my client while he was standing over the victim. However, she did not witness a murder. In fact, she offers no cause to disprove another theory. My client could have walked into the room just moments before she did. But that's not right. Wait, what? What isn't right? I did hear someone. But you said... I know what I said! I don't like the way this is going. What do you mean, Miss Stevens? Someone was out in the corridor a few minutes before, just when I started to vacuum room 504. Later, when I saw the defendant standing over the dead man, I assumed he was the person I had heard. I see. Witness, this sounds like an important detail. I'm warning you if you are leaving out details in the interests of time. I'm not, I swear! I genuinely just didn't think it was relevant. Given this new information, I am inclined to ask this witness to make a new statement. Mr. Hawk, do you object to this? No, Your Honor. And Miss Aquila? Do I want her to make a new statement? Yeah. Do we really want her to testify again? Think it through. She says she heard someone a little earlier, but Scrubb said he had only just walked in when Maria found him. Scrubb's our client. He says he's innocent, so we place our trust in that. So if Scrubb wasn't there earlier, somebody else was. Right. Hey, Nina. How are we doing? It's hard to say. We avoided an early guilty verdict, but now we're going into overtime. You think Hawk still has the upper hand? Yep. Scrubb was there, he was mad with Silva, and De Silva is dead. None of that has changed. And he could have strangled him. Like Hawk said, it's improbable, but not impossible. He would never... I know that. You know that. But the problem is proving that. The defense would like Ms. Stevens to make another statement. Ms. Stevens? Yes? Please make a statement about what you just mentioned. And don't leave anything out, or you'll be streaming your shows from a temporary cell. I did hear someone pass by earlier. It was just when I was just about to start vacuuming the floor next door. The stairs are blocked and the lifts are mostly broken. There's no other way a guest could leave in a hurry. When I saw the defendant, I assumed it was him I had heard. No one else was nearby. I'd have seen anyone else trying to leave. Thank you, Ms. Stevens, for the additional details. Ms. Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. Ooh, there's a lot to unpack there. Right now, I bet Scrubb still looks guilty to the judge. This might be our last chance. So, even with the fact that the elevators were out of order and the stairs were out of order, there's still a way that somebody could have gotten up to the 5th floor and back, and that was using the VIP pass.
Hold it!
So I'm going to present that. Did you see who this person was? No, I only heard them pass by. But that could have been anyone. It could have even been someone else who happened to be leaving. Ordinarily, I'd agree with you, but... When I saw the defendant, I assumed it was him I had heard. No one else was nearby. I'd have seen anyone else trying to leave.
Hold it!
Why are you so certain you'd have seen someone else trying to leave? Surely they would be gone by the time you finished vacuuming the room? You'd think so, but the space outside the door to 505 offers a good view of the top of the stairs and elevators. Anyone who had started to leave when I began vacuuming would have still been waiting there. That's because the stairs are blocked and the lifts are mostly broken. There's no other way a guest could leave in a hurry.
Hold it!
Oh yeah, that's a convention from hell, all right. Sorry, but I don't buy it. Huh? You're seriously suggesting that a person leaving would still be waiting for an elevator? Ugh, for real? I can see you've never worked in a hotel before. It was around lunchtime, and mealtimes are the busiest hours for the hotel's communal areas. I still don't think...
Objection!
Your Honor, the prosecution looked into this as we also found it strange. We can confirm that, at the given time, it would take a minimum of 20 to 30 minutes to call an elevator to the 5th floor. Psst. Nina, remember, at the hotel? The huge line of people waiting to use the one working elevator? You see, he gets it. Isn't that a fire hazard or something? Oh no, the rooms have fire escapes, but they're hooked up to a pretty sophisticated alarm system. Using those would have set off an alarm. And there was no such alarm around the time of the murder. Okay, I get it. Still, was there another way someone might have fled the scene? Gotta admit, I'm kinda worried here. You and me both. Think through the theory. Someone killed De Silva and they must have escaped. Was there another way to get off the 5th floor? The casino stairwell pass.
Objection!
And the music cuts out! Witness, can you please look at this piece of evidence? And explain what it is? Fine. It's a service stairwell pass. I have my own with me right now in my purse. Could you also describe its use? These passes allow people to access the floors of the hotel using the service stairwell and the freight elevator. Your Honor, the defense posits that if the actual killer used one of these cards, they could have left...
Objection!
Those cards are only given to hotel staff.
Objection!
I gained this card merely by explaining I was attorney at the hotel's front desk, at which time I was also told that they have been given to select VIP guests, namely celebrities who would otherwise attract too much attention when moving through the hotel, such as, I don't know, any celebrity player at a Dragon Fantasy Arena tournament. Hey, yeah, that defense attorney has a point. Where do you think she buys her conditioner? Order, I say. Mr. Hawk, just how many players of this children's card game are present for this tournament? Let me see now. Struggling a bit, Chad? My notes say that the tournament has room for 64 entrants. That being said, only a few of them could be classed as celebrities. Axel Reyes, Marcus Steele, Stella Faraday. Those names are meaningless to me, Mr. Hawk. Your Honor. Okay, time to lay all my cards on the table. The defense asserts that the prosecution's case is open to a possibility, namely, that any of these VIP guests could have been at the crime scene. Impressive, Aquila. However, there's a great flaw in your alternate theory. You're suggesting one of the other VIPs tried to kill De Silva? Okay, I'm game. Can you name this mystery VIP killer?
Objection!
I hate to remind you, Mr. Hawk, I am not required to prove innocence. You are required to prove guilt.
Order!
Is she like Sephiroth and goes through an entire bottle of conditioner every time? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I've known a lot of people with extremely long hair in my lifetime, and they would use a lot of shampoo and conditioner. But yeah, she probably does use the same conditioner as Sephiroth. Order. I will have order. Mr. Hawk, can you account for this? Why was somebody's cell phone ringing? I'm genuinely impressed, Ms. Aquila. Really, I am. I just got a sudden chill. Brace yourself. I suspect this'll get worse before it gets better. Your Honor, we've gone around the houses on this one. However, none of what has been said has changed the fundamental facts. Scrubb was found standing over the victim with a reasonable motive. His means were, admittedly, improbable, but as Ms. Aquila has admitted, not impossible. The hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. I know what you mean. Most of all, while the defense has suggested that a third party may have been involved, they have presented no definitive evidence that anything was going on outside of our working understanding. And on that note, the prosecution rests. I'm getting a bad feeling. Ms. Aquila, you have indeed pointed out some flaws in the prosecution's supposedly airtight case. Yeah! Wait for the other shoe to drop, Dylan. But Mr. Hawk is right. No way! I see no clear evidence that a third party was active at the hotel on the day of the murder. My verdict, therefore, can't be swayed by this theory. Isn't there anything else we can do? I'm sorry, Dylan, but we've tried everything I can think of. This can't be happening. I knew I never should have taken Scrubb's case. It's all happening again, just like before, and I can't do anything to stop it. What? Your Honor, may I address the court? What's going on? I have no idea.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must protest! This is highly irregular. Silence, Mr. Hawk. Do not presume to order me around in my own courtroom. Go ahead, Randy. We have just received a report. If this doesn't help us, we're finished. That another crime was committed at the High Flyers Casino.
Objection!
Of what possible relevance? Someone robbed the casino safe at around the same time as the murder. Well, this is quite the revelation. Was anything stolen, Detective? That's just it, Your Honor. According to the casino staff, the safe contained only one item. They don't know what it was. Only that it belonged to Joel De Silva. Nina, on it!
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense believes it presumptuous to rule out a third party's involvement in De Silva's murder, given the flaws we have identified in the prosecution's case, when it's clear that another crime was going on in the hotel at the same time. Order! Judge Tawny, Shirley. Order! Now that I have proceedings under control once more, given this new information, I am forced to concur with Ms. Aquila's argument. Does she have to seem so forlorn about it? You'd be surprised how good it is to hear someone say that. Put bluntly, the prosecution has not proven Mr. Scrubb's guilt beyond reasonable doubt. Phew! We're not out of the woods yet. However, the facts of the case still stand, so I am unable to render a verdict. To resolve this, we shall adjourn for today. Adjourn? Yep, it means we get more time, which is what we sorely need. Both benches are urged to investigate further and restate their cases. We shall reconvene the day after tomorrow. Court is adjourned. Alright, so we've got a theft as well as murder. This is the end of the day. It is recommended that you save your game to a new file before you continue. You can also save at any time from the main menu screen. Nina. Nina. Just a couple more minutes. Nina! Ah! Wow. You really aren't a morning person. Do you understand the notion of privacy? I've been waiting next door for over half an hour, listening to you hitting the snooze button like clockwork every 5 minutes. I'm making coffee. How do you take it? Black. How did you do that? Do what? Yesterday in the courtroom. The thing with the safe robbery. How did you hold off on that until the very last moment? Wait. Does he really think I planned all that? Seriously, you were amazing. I guess that's your answer. I should really come clean. But I guess anything which keeps his spirits up is a good thing. What matters is that we've got another day to investigate. And 2 things to look into. 2 things? We've suggested someone else might have been involved in the murder. We need to look into the other people who have stairwell passes. But first, we check out the casino's safe. That's right. Let's head over to the casino. Okay, boss. Alright, so we are headed over to the casino. You have missed calls from unknown caller. Damn telemarketers. My laptop, no time to browse Reddit today. A desktop printer, so that means it's useless. Seriously, digital cameras and computers have come so far. Why are printers still useless? A tablet PC, though these days I only really use it as an alarm clock. How did he manage to get into the kitchen if it was considered off limits? No time for Reddit today. There's always time for it. Yeah. So yeah, we're back at the casino. What's your deck strategy for the tourney? Right now, I'm still picking which deck to go with. I might lean heavily on blue. You always lean heavily on blue. Do you want to play on the Nintendo Switch too? Maybe someday. Oh hey, first time here? Yeah. Me too. Cool. Oh, do you know what the event schedule is like? You'll get a copy when you sign up in the con book. Thanks, that's useful to know. Have fun. Aw man, nothing happens when you hit the pizza. It feels like I've been here for days. Event passes, please. We don't have passes. I'm an attorney. I represent... Yeah. No entry without passes. I know you've got a job to do, but there's no need to be a prick about it. Can I help you? Oh, you're here. Your reputation precedes you, it seems. You're that lawyer. Defense attorney, actually. And yes, Nina Aquila of Aquila Defense and Law. The detective said I should watch out for you. Detective? Yes, he's in the safe room. Great, can you tell us where it is? Through the door right behind me. Wait just a moment. Oh, where is it? Thanks a bunch. Ah, Miss Aquila. I wondered when you would turn up. Good morning, Detective. How long have you been down here? Personally, since around 7 this morning. Mr. Hawk was very clear that we had to make this our top priority. Note that he's not here, though. Where is he? Who knows? What have you found? Well, the forensics team is going to turn up a bit later. Right now, we're just doing a preliminary inspection. In truth, we found very little. Then again, I'm not quite sure what we're looking for. Can we take a look around? There isn't much to see, but you're welcome to it. Talk to me if you need anything. Let's get to it. Okay. I have a feeling that because of the fact that there was a single card protector that was empty in De Silva's room, that the thing that he had deposited downstairs here was a very rare card, probably one of the in-world equivalent of the Egyptian god cards. What do you make of this? Let me take a look at it. You gonna tell me you're an expert on safe locks or something? Not an expert, no. It's a hobby. This is a highly sophisticated lock. One built by Rookery. Computer-controlled, self-contained, totally unhackable via electronic means. Okay, how do you know all that? It's stamped onto the casing. See? Huh, he's right. Highly sophisticated, totally unhackable. That's good branding, I suppose. We came to the same conclusion. This is the best lock that Rookery makes. Then how did they break in? Everything has a weakness. In this case, I'm just a mechanic, but to my eyes, it looks like someone disassembled it, piece by piece. Yeah, it's a puzzle, all right. Hello, are you with the police too? No, I'm Nina Aquila, defense attorney. I represent Terry Scrubb. The murderer? The defendant? Oh, of course. How presumptuous of me. Quite. Are you certain only one item was stolen from the safe? Absolutely, it belonged to the guest, Joel De Silva. How do you know that? Mr. De Silva handed the item to me himself not long after he arrived in the hotel. When was that? Early in the morning on the 14th. The same day he was murdered. As I understand it, yes. What was it? It was a small package of some sort, though as to what it contained, I have no idea. Come on, seriously? I'm the safe's lockmaster, and De Silva was a highly trusted guest. There was no need for me to invade his privacy. But to give you some idea, the package was a brown envelope. It was thin and around the size of a smartphone, but lighter. I know it was the only thing stolen because it was the only item present in the safe at the time. Still, there's one thing I don't understand. If it happened around the same time as the murder, why didn't you report it right away? After I took the item from De Silva, I clocked out. I attended a friend's wedding and only found out about the robbery when I came back to work yesterday afternoon. It's strange that no one else noticed that the safe had been broken into. Not really, no alarms had been tripped, and I'm the only one that can open the safe. There was no reason for anyone else to wander in here, even if another guest had an item to place in the safe while I was gone. They would have had to wait until I was back. The lock uses a retinal scanner, calibrated to one of my eyes. That's a pretty good alibi. He's bound to be in photographs taken at that wedding, and as the safe used a retinal scanner, he couldn't have given a code to an accomplice. Will that be all? I need to get back to filing this police report for our insurer. Yeah, that'll be everything. Thanks for your time. Kinda busy taking a deposition here. We should probably talk directly to the witness. What can you piece together about the safe robbery? Just the obvious. Someone managed to beat the lock on the door and opened it. Once they were in, they could have taken anything. Fortunately, there was only one item in the safe. Flatfoot said that at the trial. I wonder. How do you know there was only one item? In fact, didn't you say it belonged to Joel De Silva? Yeah. See that guy over there talking to my subordinate? He's the one who told us. In court, you said the robbery happened around the same time as the murder. How do you know that? This room has a secret closed-caption TV surveillance system. There's a hidden camera inset into the opposite wall to the safe door, as well as 2 cameras inside the safe itself. Then surely, The cameras would... The camera system was sabotaged. We're still looking into it, but the feed just shows static for around 30 minutes, which ends around the time we believe Terry Scrubb was discovered in his room. I guess that would have been too easy. The robber did all this in 30 minutes. You impressed? Aren't you? I hadn't thought about it, but yes. Thanks, Detective. Anytime. Aquila? We're wrapping up. Are you done? I think so. Not that it's been much help. This doesn't look like it had anything to do with Scrubb's case. But the coincidence... I've got to be missing something. Just like you guys, I'm not sure what we need. But I know it isn't here. Well, maybe I can save you some time. This morning, we tried to track down every person who holds a service stairwell pass. All the people we spoke to had good alibis, but there were 3 we couldn't find. Who? The 3 champion duelists. Marcus Steele, Stella Faraday, and Axel Reyes. You might want to focus your efforts on speaking to them. I'll be doing the same. Thanks, Detective. Just a professional courtesy. You understand? Right. Let's get going. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be interviewing the 3 duelists. Say, Nina? What? That was good, right? I don't follow. What the detective said in the safe. If T-Bro was found in the victim's room around the time of the robbery, Hawk can't pin the robbery on T-Bro. Sorry, but you've got things backwards. Huh? What we learned in the safe, it only proves Terry didn't break into the safe, which we kinda knew already. And if I'm honest, if Terry's gonna go down for a crime he didn't commit, the safe robbery would be a better false accusation than the murder. Oh. You're right. Sorry, I got distracted. It's fine, Dylan. Remember, this is my job. But I want to help you. Talk to me. I want to help you, but I can't if you don't tell me why. Nina, you okay? You kinda spaced out a bit there. I'm fine. I'm just tired. It's nearly lunchtime, so we need to hurry if we want to track down Axel Reyes, Stella Faraday, or Marcus Steele. You're right. I think if we're going to do that, we're going to have to attend this card game / anime con. Don't sound so mournful. Maybe it'll be fun. Can nothing kill your optimism, Dylan? We're going to need passes to get into the event. Let's see if we can get some. Alright, so it looks like we're attending an anime convention inside an RPG Maker game. Welcome to DFA 23. For the duration of the event, this is the ops desk. We can take care of most problems. Any chance of getting 2 event passes? Sorry, but I'm afraid not. The event has been sold out for weeks. We have some passes that belong to no-shows, but they're going to go to people on the con's waiting list. Maybe I can strong-arm her with some ID. What's this? It's my ID. I'm the attorney representing Terry Scrubb, and I need access to the con for myself and my personal assistant here. Oh, but if you can't provide us with passes, I guess I'll just have to file a warrant to gain access. Of course, that'll be public record, might even make the newspapers. Wait! We usually keep a few passes for members of the press, things like that. I just so happen to have 2 of them left. Here. Thanks. 1 for me, and 1 for you. Could you really have filed a warrant to get these? Maybe, but it would have taken time. A luxury we don't have. Come on, we've got a snobby gate guard to speak with. Event passes, please. Is that? 2 passes. Read 'em and weep. Fine, you can pass. High Flyers Casino, Casino Floor, December 5th, 11:15 a.m. I don't see Axel, Marcus, or Stella. Do you even know what Marcus and Stella look like? I just assumed if any of them were here, there'd be a group of fans clamoring to see them. Yeah, that's fair. After all, we saw the commotion kicked up the last time Axel walked into the room. So what now? Someone's got to know where they are. I guess we just start talking to people. They seem to be listening very intently to the lecture. I shouldn't disturb them. Often won or lost at the deck building stage. You can't expect... Seems to be a technical discussion about high-level DFA play. Welcome to DFA 23. This is the anime screening room. We're showing a range of stuff, so feel free to wander in and out. What's this show called? Hey, down in front! We're trying to watch this. Now I've missed something. Could you move out of the way? I should probably look closer at the TV if I want to know what's on. It looks like they're watching some anime. This is that one with the sky pirates. I've seen that, the one with the flying city. So an anime with sky pirates, huh? This is shaping up to be a pretty good game. How does the dueling area, work? Everyone with event passes is automatically registered as a duelist. At any time, a duelist can challenge another. If they accept the challenge, the duelists play a match and report the result. It's also customary for the loser to give their deck's most vital card to the winner. Wow, really? Yeah. Didn't you know that? At the end of the event, the two duelists with the highest ranking will play each other for the World Championship. I'm here to adjudicate if any problems arise. So, do you need anything else? No, we're good, but thanks for explaining. Enjoy the rest of the event. That was a hell of a game just now. Ah, I lost again. Maybe we shouldn't bother him. Come on, come on. Papa needs a new pair of shoes. I love slot machines. Did you know that the first slot machine dates back to the 1890s? It used a system based on poker. I think the older machines have more charm. The new electronic ones just don't have the same feel, you know? You sure know a lot about slot machines. Do you win much? Oh no, I don't gamble. I've never seen this type of vending machine before. Seriously? It sells Raisentless. It's an energy drink made by, let me guess, Raise Corp? Yeah, but I thought Raise was an esports mogul. Will he slap his name onto just anything? All the pro gamers drink it. Looking at the ingredients, it looks like the pro gamers don't sleep much. This is my 4th year at DFA. It gets better every year. I wonder who will win the tournament this year, what with Silva not being in the running. You should try the cocktails at the bar. The food and drink here is pretty good. It's expensive, though. And she did what? They always do that when they've been drinking. It's going to get them into trouble someday. Right in the hallway, both of them. Ish. Another mana screw barkeeper. He is off to an early start. Can I get you something from the bar? We've got a special DFA cocktail, the Mana Screw, if you want something hard. I could really do with... Sorry, we're kind of busy. Maybe later. No problem. We do soft drinks too, so check back if you need something. Ugh, I always seem to be at the back of the line. What are you waiting for? We're waiting for the start of the charity exhibition match. Charity exhibition match? Yeah. Axel Reyes and Stella Faraday are patrons of a charity. What charity? I heard it's called Cards for Humanity. They provide trading card games for people in developing countries. I've got nothing to say to that. They're going to play an exhibition match in a few minutes, and the loser has to donate a ton of money. You want to get in line to watch? Not yet. I think we're going to take a look around first. Have fun, but don't be too long. I bet this line's going to get huge. Welcome to Cosplay HQ. The costumes are impressive. Did people make them themselves? Sometimes, though, some people buy them online. Doesn't that defeat the point? No, though I can see why you might think that. Not all cosplay is competitive. People cosplay for many different reasons. Ultimately, it's just about having fun and showing our love for our favorite characters. Do you cosplay? All the time, but at this event I'm working as a gopher, so this yellow hoodie's the closest I get to a costume. Let me know if you have any cosplay questions or need any help. Yep, I saw the sign. Nice. Gotta finish this before the masquerade in a few days' time. Oh, they've got little sewing machines out. Has anyone got any more green thread? Oh, here it is. Okay, a little to the left, just in the middle of the green screen. Perfect. Let's keep this moving. We have a lot of pictures to take today. I recognize you. Aren't you the healer from Dragon Fantasy III? Yes. I always thought it was the superior game. Me too! That's a great costume. Thanks. Sorry, but could you not? Oh, the camera! I wonder who's gonna win. This game's a bit of a slow burn. Your water seraph angel is no match for my leaf Lanover elves. Check yourself before you deck yourself. Just play already. It's time to get your duel on. Ugh, I hate it when I lose to a bad draw. She seems angry. Leaf Lanover elves, I thought they were on the ban list. You almost had me there on the 4th turn. To form the final part of Melodia, the Indefatigable! No, wait, Pot of Mead? That's one of the most powerful cards in all of DFA! I play Pot of Mead. No! No, Melodia! No one's ever been able to summon her before! Yep, we got ourselves a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged reference. Phew, good game. Your cat fiction is no match for my Firebara. Is it weird that card looks kinda hot? I call Leaf Cat Vixen in face-down position. Roar! Hang on, is that card a cat or a vixen? It's both. But how can it be? Look at the card art. Yeah, definitely both. Wait, did you just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn? I summoned 3 fire dragons. Do you need the seat? I just finished a game. No, I don't need the seat. Shuffling my deck, shuffling my deck. He seems busy. Alright, so it looks like I should probably get in line. If Axel Reyes and Stella Faraday are going to be there, we should probably get in line. Yeah, we'll wait. What the? Wow, it's really busy in here. We're about to begin, so please, take your seats. No time to dawdle, I guess. We need to find somewhere to sit. Let's hurry up and find 2 seats that are next to each other. Oh, there's 2 seats that are next to each other. Make some noise! Hello, Fledge City! And welcome to the annual charity match of DFA 23! Now in its 23rd year, the annual charity match goes to support the causes of card games in developing countries. I still think that's not a particularly worthy cause. Shh! And now to welcome today's exhibition duelists. He's the man with the millions. Billions, Aaron. Fine. World number 2, he's conquered the world of business and now he sets his sight on the pinnacle of DFA. Axel Reyes! Basically, this guy goes around with a Bluetooth speaker playing his own theme song. Shout out to all you who only settle for the best. Shoot for your dreams with the new Raise Corp headset, only $249.95. Now with a second DSP to make your ears the ultimate early warning system in any FPS game. Is he seriously hawking Raise Corp products? He didn't get rich by keeping them secret, you know. I mean, I guess. Wait. Dylan, who's that on the other side of the arena? I don't know. A cosplayer, maybe? I don't recognize him from the Dragon Fantasy series. Think he's from one of the newer games? And now, Axel's opponent. Daryl's personal favorite. Yes, anyway. If you have a cell phone, you probably already have her name on your home screen. The Queen of the Arena, the Princess of Ice, Stella Faraday! Thanks all of you for coming out today, given the difficult events of this week. Nowhere greets DFA duelists like Fledge City. Woo! That's where we are! The loser of this duel will now donate $10 million to Cards for Humanity, a cause that was very dear to the late Joel De Silva. Oh wow, she's even more beautiful in person than on her live streams. I mean, she's pretty, sure. Are you kidding? She's gorgeous. Plus, she's a model, a CEO, she's even a special envoy for the UN. She's a CEO too? Yeah, she owns Faraday Tech. Didn't you know that? The cell phone company? Now, who wants to see me wipe the floor with Axel Reyes? Stella! Stella! No one can beat Axel! My queen! We love you, Stella! My right arm calls out Stella. On any other day you might have been fine, but today you've made a bad draw. A defiant spirit such as yours will satiate Raxenial's hunger. Check yourself before you deck yourself, Reyes. Oh my gosh, it's not Barrico. Stella's party was victorious. Stella wins. That's an expensive loss for the number 2. Can we get a few words, Axel? Raxenial will go hungry this day. Raxa what? He said that a few times. Raxenial. It's the demon which lurks in Axel's right arm. With the what now? And that's us. Thanks again, everyone, for coming out to watch the duel. Hey, look. Now, where do you suppose he's going? That concludes this event. Please make your way back into the main casino area. Okay, Dylan, this might be our chance to speak to Axel and Stella. Ooh, awesome. About their alibis. Oh, right. I can't wait to see more duels. I really want to get a selfie with Stella. The duels at this event are off the hook. I really want to get a selfie with Stella. Axel's so cool. I can't think of anything interesting to say, so I find myself just repeating the same thing over and over. Axel, Stella, I'm such a big fan. No autographs. Oh. Axel. Fine, do you have a pen? I'll sign any Raise Corp gear you have. I don't have any with me. I could get a can of Raise Endless from the machine. Okay, that's enough. Huh? Mr. Raise, we're not here for the con. My name's Nina Aquila, and I'm a defense attorney. I represent Terry Scrubb. You're here because of that murderer? I'm here representing a client, Ms. Faraday, who I'll remind you remains innocent until he is proven guilty. Don't talk to her, Axel. She's just trying to stir the pot. The police found your client standing over... Stella, please. Let me handle this. Poor Joel. How dare you? What? Don't feign ignorance, you vulture. Walking in here waving around accusations. I haven't accused anyone, Mr. Rays. Why else would you be here? I'm just trying to establish a few things before tomorrow's day in court. Then tell me, do you have a subpoena, a warrant, a court order? Do you have the paperwork to compel us to talk to you? Looks like this isn't his first rodeo when it comes to lawyers. No, this was meant to be informal. Then, with all due respect, this conversation is over. But why? Ms. Aquila, regrettably, both of us are very busy with the tournament. If you still wish for an audience, speak to my PA. I'm sure a slot will come up once the event draws to a close. You're well aware that the trial will be over by then. That's your problem. Resenial hungers after my defeat, and I tire of your insolence. Go bother someone else. Well, that was helpful. That could have gone better. What did you expect? Normal people don't like it when a lawyer gets in their face. Maybe, but he seemed especially evasive. You really think he was involved in the murder? Yes! Dylan, I know you're a big fan of his. Come on. He's rich, successful. Rich people commit crimes too. I know that. Okay, let me put it another way. We believe Terry's innocent. So we just accuse Axel Reyes? No. Terry's innocent until proven guilty. We have to cast some doubt on the facts that suggest his guilt. This is all about alibis, and if we're going to understand those, we need to speak to Axel again. Stella, too. I doubt they'll stay still long enough for us to speak to them. We need some way to talk to them that prevents them from stonewalling us or just walking away. Wait, that gives me an idea. This is gonna sound crazy, but do you know how to play Dragon Fantasy Arena? You're not suggesting... Why not? Our event passes make us eligible to enter the tournament. But I haven't played DFA since I was a kid, and it's changed a lot. Doesn't matter. We don't need to win the whole event. We're short on time. But if we play enough, the VIPs will come to us. I really wish I'd thought of this earlier. This is nuts. You got any better ideas? There's no other way to pin down Axel and Stella. Plus, we still haven't seen the other VIP Flatfoot mentioned, Marcus Steele. This way we could get the chance to duel him, too. Okay, let's do it. Awesome. What do we need? We'll need to buy a DFA starter deck. Where do we do that? I'm sure I've seen them at Konbini. The convenience store? That's the one. Okay, let's head over to the convenience store. It's right in the middle of town. Alright, so now we are going to actually have to play children's card games. This must be Combini. Convenience store Combini. We should be fine with just 2 starter decks, I think. That'll be $457.87. Will that be all? That's every booster you have, right? So yeah, that'll be swell, thanks. Thanks, please come again. Nearly 500 on booster packs? Hey, are you at the card game tournament too? I most certainly am. Future champion Marcus Steele at your service. Like and subscribe. To what? Who are you guys? Are you DFA duelists too? Actually, we're duelists, yeah. Yep, duelists. Both of us. Rad! It's awesome to meet you. I'm sorry if you came here looking for boosters. You certainly seem keen. You have to be keen if you want to be a winner. I came storming over the moment I heard they had booster packs in stock. But why the rush? Don't you know? DFA boosters have been sold out for weeks. I've been ticking off the days on the calendar dreaming about today's shipment. Now I've finally got the cards to take on the sinister Axel Reyes and beat him at his own game. You think Axel's sinister? Are you serious? Have you met that guy? Harsh, but fair. He has a demon sealed within his right arm. So we're just taking that as true then. Axel thinks he can waltz into DFA and win just because he's rich and has supernatural powers. Does that sound like a good guy to you? DFA isn't about money, it's about having faith in the art of the cards. He's a villain and I'm the hero who's gonna knock him off his perch with my legendary green card. He's my ultimate rival. And he knows it. Well, now he does, I guess. You guess? Yeah. Psst, Nina. Axel's lifelong rival before this week was Joel De Silva. Axel Reyes owns Reyes Corp, and De Silva owned Silva Pro. That's right. But now De Silva's been removed from play, which leaves Axel square in my sights as ultimate rival. And no one's gonna block me. I can understand their rivalry as duelists, but what do their companies have to do with this? It's all about gaming. Last I heard, Silva Pro was constructing a deck of new products for the esports market, which would have made them direct competitors. Right on the first straw! Terrible news about De Silva, though, right? Terrible. Having to take a mulligan is terrible. This is a tragedy! Did you hear anything about how it happened? I just thought with you being a VIP, you might have some insider info. Nope, not a peep. Just the same announcement as everyone else. I was in my room when it happened, so I didn't find out about it until later. It's an insult to all honorable duelists. The idea that someone would sneak around and stab De Silva in the back. Wasn't he strangled? Metaphorically. Anyway, sweet talk, guys, but I've got to retire from this convo. Axel's probably in his room beefing up the power level of his deck this very moment. And I'm gonna need to give it my all if I'm gonna take him down. I'll remember you guys when I'm the undisputed master of DFA. He's a handful. I'd heard things, but he's even more exuberant in person. Do you know much about him? Not really. Marcus is a recent success. He's only been on the DFA circuit for a few months. He used to be a video game streamer. New blood, eh? I guess I can empathize with that. So where do they keep the DFA decks? It's probably best just to ask at the counter. Batteries, detergent, toilet paper, just typical convenience store stuff. I guess they're going to restock this shelf soon. Hey, could you leave that alone? Sure, no problem. food stuff. I should probably pick up some dinner. Maybe later. Chilled goods. The onigiri here is surprisingly good. I know the answer why, Dr. Zadian, because the fact that those monsters in the duel were, I believe, default RPG maker monsters. Ice cream. Maybe later. Fresh bread. It smells amazing. Looks like it's for some kind of movie. Please stay in front of the counter. I just thought maybe I'd stay in front of the counter! Whoa. Hello and welcome to Combini. Are you looking for one of our delicious jelly donuts? Actually, we need 2 starter decks for Dragon Fantasy Arena. No problem, we just happen to have 2 left. Okay, 2 DFA decks. That'll be $200. $200?! That's robbery! It's free market economics. It's still a rip. How much we got? Let me check. I've got 10. What about you? Just some pocket change. Well, I'm not running a charity. Sorry, but unless you can find the cash, there will be no starter decks for you. Now what? There's gotta be a way we can get some money. Wait, what about at the casino? You can't be serious. I'm very serious. The DFA tournament is running. There was still a bank of slot machines on the casino floor near the card game tables. Maybe we can try to win the money we need. Seems a long shot. But we're out of options. Let's give it a try. Don't worry, I'm something of a slot machine whisperer. Sure you are, Dylan. Looks like we can use this. I've got 10. Do you know much about slot machines? Not so sure about this machine. We're running low on cash. Got any spare? Only a little. Let's try one of the yellow ones. He gets bad vibes from this machine. Not so sure about this machine. This one looks different to the others. That's not a gambling machine, that's a JAMA cab. It's switched off though, just like the rest. Looks like it. Why do you think all this stuff is piled up over here? The machines are switched off and the tables look like they were hastily moved. Gotta assume the con staff moved them to make room for the DFA card tables. Makes sense. But wait, one of the machines looks different. Yeah, it does. It looks like an older model. I wonder why they just have one of those. Many attempts later. Awesome, now we have $200. Okay, but maybe we should keep you away from the blackjack tables. Alright, so there is a failsafe, so we don't end up gambling our money away. And yes, I do believe we're probably gonna... Oh, we're gonna have to fight some battles in order to get the attention of all the duelists. So what? We already have $200 because of your gambling problem. My what? Well, what would you call it? Are you guys gonna buy these or what? We'll take them. Thanks a bunch. And remember, everything's at your convenience at Combini. How much do you remember about how to play DFA? Not much. The last time I played it, I was in middle school. And the game didn't have holograms or big arenas, it was just a card game. I barely remember the rules. Then that's a great place to start. Choose your battle difficulty, adventure mode or challenge mode. In adventure mode, Nina will not take damage, so it's impossible to lose battles. As long as you keep playing, you will always eventually win. In challenge mode, Nina will take damage just as easily as her opponents and can lose battles. You can always retry, but must win in order to progress. Of course, after you complete the chapter, you can always replay with a different setting. If you just want to experience the story, pick adventure mode. If you'd like to be challenged, pick challenge mode. I'm gonna pick challenge mode. Put up your cards. It's time to get your duel on. Okay, Jaden. Okay, Padawan, listen well. Pada what? Your deck is made up of cards which allow you to summon monsters and pull off powerful magic attacks. You have 3 bars. HP or health points, you lose these points if you take damage. If your HP ever hits 0, you lose. MP or mana points. You spend these to play cards which summon monsters and use various abilities. You gain some MP every turn, so you shouldn't worry about using it up. You'll always have more. Finally, you have TP or technical points. You gain TP in small amounts for doing various things. You spend TP to play special cards, but you don't have many of those right now. You'll gain more cards by finding and defeating other duelists. HP to live, MP to use most cards, and TP to use some other cards. Got it. The aim of the game is to use your cards to reduce your opponent's HP to 0. Doesn't sound too hard. On the surface, it isn't. However, your opponent will also be using cards and summoning creatures, and trying to do the same thing to you. Each of you can have up to 3 creatures on the field at a time, and you can only damage your opponent when they have no creatures on the field. Now, play a creature card to summon a monster. Okay, so we've got Fire Samurai, Water Wolf, and Leaf Bariko. There are 3 creature positions. Top, mid, bottom. As well as only being able to summon 3 creatures at a time. You can only summon 1 creature in each position. Usually you can only summon another if the creature already in that position dies. Seems complicated. Not really, you can only play cards that are valid in each space, so there's no need to worry about getting it wrong. Remember the affinities. Affinities. There are 3 affinities, fire, water, and leaf. Most offensive creatures and special cards belong to these affinities. What difference does that make? All you need to remember is this. Fire beats leaf, leaf beats water, water beats fire. Seems a lot to remember. It's easy. Water puts out fires, fires burn leaves, and leaves, kill water, I guess? I guess plants absorb water. But enough fire boils water away. Yeah, don't overthink it. You can also pass a turn. Why would I do that? Sometimes you might just want to save up MP for a future turn. Watch out if your opponent passes a turn or two. They might have something sneaky up their sleeve. Also, you can only summon 3 monsters at any one time, so you may just lack the space to summon any more. If there's nothing you can do on a turn, you will auto-pass until there's something you can choose to do. Now, see if you can beat me. Believe in the art of the cards! Nina, Aquila's party was victorious. See? You get it. I think so. Actually, it's kind of fun. Great. So now she's a rank 1 duelist. It's customary after a win for the loser to give an important card to the winner. But as this is your first duel, you'll have to cope with the cards we just bought. Thanks, Dylan. Let's head back to the casino. As pass holders, we're eligible to duel, so we should look for anyone who is up to play some games. If we win some games, we're sure to attract the attention of Axel and Stella. Alright, so now we are going to be playing some children's card games in order to attract the attention of the 2, likely suspects in this case. Never thought you would have to do that before. I mean, it's just basically rock, paper, scissors battles, so... Okay, now we just... Hold on. Is that still a Faraday? Look at her. Surrounded by fans, but she looks totally at ease. She's a class act. Let's go talk to her. No chance, we'd never get near here. We should stick to your plan. If we win enough duels, hopefully she'll come to us. There are so many people. Who do we ask to duel? I guess we should look around the card game tables. There are bound to be a few people who stand out and look eager to duel. So, people that stand out. The river doesn't move for the ocean. What? A drop of water cannot survive a monsoon. I don't know what's happening. I think she's saying you're too low ranked to play against her. Then why doesn't she just say that? Oh great, we're going to be going up stereotypical opponents, aren't we? Are you here to duel? You're pretty low rank. But I can still take you to school. I'll make you eat those words. Deal the cards, then we'll see whose fire burns the hottest. Cower before the might of fire. Alright, we had a defeat. Nina's DFA duelist rank has increased. Nina is now a rank 2 duelist. I won! Maybe you're not as noobish as you look. Here. I don't think your fingers are green enough. Maybe come back when you're a higher rank and I'll show you the true might of nature. Are you here to duel? This sea is immovable. I feel the tides may be about to change. Very well, be washed away by water's might. Oh great, it's Mako Tsunami. Sink beneath the waves. Alright, another defeat. Another victory, I should say. And now she's a rank 3 duelist. I won! It appears even the power of rivers and seas bends to the will of nature. Here. Are you here to duel? Well, I'm not here to grow tomato plants. Prepare to be strangled by nature's roots. Don't be so sure. I've killed every office plant I've ever owned. That's not something to be proud of. My roots will strangle your deck. Alright, another victory. And now she's rank 4. I won! No, my precious harvest! Here. My fans are telling me all about this mysterious new rookie. I must have the wrong person. You're just that ambulance chaser from before. Defense attorney. Like it matters. You've got some nerve coming back here after the way you pounced on us earlier. All I wanted to do was ask you about someone very close to us has died, and we're doing the very best we can carry on in his memory. It's difficult enough without having to deal with your aggro, too. She's leaving. Like hell she is. So you don't want to play? I'm a level 4 duelist. I don't duel with the likes of you. Hey, it's cool if you're worried you'll lose. Did she just... Damn, that's cold. She can't be serious. Something about cheeseburgers. Oh, wow. I think you just became the most unpopular person in the room. Are you really that uncouth? Ooh. Did the Ice Princess just get fiery all of a sudden? Who needs fire? My water deck is all I need to wash away trash like you. Oh, dang, we're going up in the arena. Let's do this, lawyer. She seems really, really nettled. You sure you're going to be okay? Her deck's meant to be super powerful. Going to be okay? We're about to play a children's card game, not duel to the death. Hurry it up! Some of us have a billion-dollar company to run. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this. I'd better climb onto the blue podium. I'm gonna save just in case. I don't know how long this duel will take. So it's come to this. I never wanted to fight you, Stella. I just wanted to ask you some questions. Then let's make this interesting. The longer you survive, the more of your questions I'll answer. But if you lose, you leave this tournament and don't come back. You and Goggle Boy there. Fine. Put up your decks and let's do this. Check yourself before you deck yourself. Your arrogance. I mourned to Silva like a member of my own family. Then surely you cared that they catch the killer. Where were you when De Silva was murdered? I was in the lobby taking selfies with my fans. Wait, are you? How dare you! Joel was like a second father to me. I'm mortified at his death. Not too mortified to crash out of a card gaming tournament. Joel would never want me to back out of a challenge. Now face the might of my ultimate card, Karios, Water Guardian! Why do you even play this game? You're a CEO, a model, you work for the UN. My ears are always to the ground, listening for the next big thing. Do you have any idea how much the contract for an online game version of DFA would be worth? So it's just about money? It's about being number one. If you think I'm going to blink, then you'll be sorely disappointed. Karios, unleash the cruelty of winter! Whoa! Stella! Are you alright? Let me help you up. That's weird. She's wearing gloves, transparent ones. She's fine, Nina. He's right. It's just blowback. Blowback? Yeah, blowback. elaborate, please? It's okay. Nina, right? That's your name? I must be off my game. I've just been so preoccupied. You're grieving. I'm sure everyone understands. You'd be surprised. Still, a promise is a promise. Let's grab something to eat and we'll talk. Alright, now she's a rank 5 duelist. So you were just concerned about Axel? He might not look it, but deep down, he's a real sweetie. He's taking it really hard, Joel's death, I mean. That explains him, but what about you? Why were you so dismissive? Seriously, Dylan, put the pieces together. Axel and I, we've been dating for about 6 months. What? Keep it down. Judging by my assistant's reaction, I assume this isn't widely known. No, and it has to stay that way for now. If word got out, it could affect the share price of my company, Faraday Tech. I'm having a bit of a power struggle with my board of directors. If I reveal my hand too early, the whole company could slip through my fingers. Speaking of that, earlier when I helped you get up, I noticed something. You're wearing a pair of gloves. Oh, these? You have good eyes. They're supposed to be almost invisible. All the top card game players wear them. They're designed to stop you transferring the oils on your skin onto your cards. RazeCorp makes them. Axel's firm? That's right. They used to be ugly like household rubber gloves. Axel worked to make them a bit more fashion-friendly. Gloves. Skin oils. Are you saying that Axel makes gloves that prevent a person from leaving fingerprints? I never thought of it that way. But yes, I suppose they would do that. Stella, I have a very important question. Where was Axel at the time of De Silva's murder? Please, it's vital. I don't know where he was. You didn't think to ask him? Of course I did! He wouldn't give me a straight answer. He was meant to meet me in the lobby, so I was there waiting for him. We were going to head out for lunch, but he never showed up. I ended up taking selfies and signing autographs with fans. I see. You don't think... I'm not a prosecutor, Stella. All that matters is that we don't know where he was. What about Marcus? Did you see him? Ugh, that prick. You don't like him? He hasn't exactly endeared himself to the community. He's just so abrasive. I guess that syncs up. I've no idea where he was. I didn't really care to know. I understand. Anyway, do you have anything else to ask? Just one more thing. Are you sure you're not hurt? For the last time, I'm fine. I'm not made of glass. DFA can be a pretty physical game, but it's just a bit of blowback. Sometimes it causes cuts and bruises, but really, I'm fine. In that case, I think we're done here. Great. You know, you're a pretty good duelist for a rookie. Try being a defense attorney. That's gonna have to do. Is it that time? I think so. Let's head back to the office. Alright, so with that, I believe we are going to leave things off for the evening. I have a feeling they've overlooked that. Okay, we're saving and we are going to check to see who is streaming right now and give them a raid. Alright, it looks as if... Let's see here. Okay, Belle Aim is playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3, so we are going to raid her with our very best objection. So we gotta do objection, and it's gotta be in all caps. Alright, so everybody, that's the end of things. Be sure to follow me, and you'll get notifications as to when I'll be streaming next. And I hope you all have a good night, and a great rest of your weekend and have a lovely evening.